And I have started recording again, and that means we're now into part 2. Son of Speculate Fundraiser Marathon, so to speak. As we continue on, and you can see that I am joined by 2 people. You cannot see that we are also joined by a third. But we are joined by, first of all, my amazing co-hosts. And I think what I'll do is I will ask Mike to introduce himself first. Then I'll jump to Brandon. And then, Brandon, you can introduce our phantom person who is not currently appearing in the picture, but will be giving us lots of powerful information as we'll talk about. So first I'll start with Mike. Michael R. Underwood. Mike, good to see you. I hope all is well. We started things off with a bang, and now it's time to live in Destiny land. So how are you doing? How's life? Any things to bring up about the fundraiser so far? And what is our destiny as you see it in Destiny 2?
Okay, I'm going to do a bit where I open a can of beer. If you don't want to hear that sound, mute the stream for like 5 seconds.
Oh, God.
Let's play some Destiny! Hi, everybody. I'm Michael R. Underwood. My memories of playing Destiny are playing Destiny with friends, like Alex Axe, who was in the Rebel Crown series, Splendor and Shadow, sometimes also with Dong Wan Song, also in that series. So my memories of Destiny are mostly social, and then sometimes when I'm playing solo and grinding and listening to podcasts. So I definitely prefer the former to the latter. I just got off of teaching my power and politics in world building class for a group in New Zealand via the joys of Zoom. And so that was a lot of fun. I've taught that class a number of times now. And so it goes a little bit more smoothly, but I'm always improvising, so it never comes out exactly the same. I had some dinner, and I got to watch a little bit of the start of the D&D and hear Trish's amazing song and see the PowerPoint, which totally rules. So thank you again, Triffid Emats. And yeah, we've been working on this for some time, and it's very fun to be in the middle of it instead of having it coming toward us like a freight train.
Yes, that is very, very true, and I'm excited to play this with Mike. I am also excited to play this with Brandon O'Brien, and as I adjust my Twitch dashboard to reflect that we're now playing Destiny and not Dungeons & Dragons, I would love to hear, Brandon, first of all, good to see you. I hope all's well. If you have any thoughts about the fundraiser, and then what are your memories, if any, of Destiny 2, and can you introduce our final person that's joining us for this segment?
Hello, everyone. It is me, Brandon. I am very excited. I'm very glad that the fundraiser has already raised $200. I left to run an errand for my mom, came back, and that was when I learned, we raised $200, and the first giveaway is my book. Okay, cool. So that was wonderful. Congrats again to Kodell. I am very excited to send you a copy of my book all the way from Trinidad. I hope that you enjoy it. My memories of Destiny are recent because I played Destiny just two nights ago. I really enjoyed this game. There is something wildly hilarious about magic shenanigans in space that can only be resolved by gunfire. Because all of that shouldn't make any sense, and yet it works so brilliantly. So I am very excited to get into shenanigans with you all. I'm very excited to talk about all of the weird and sometimes very silly things that are happening in the solar system around us in this game. And I'm also very excited to introduce my good friend and the person that I play Destiny 2 with the most, the person who is responsible for getting me so excited about the lore of this silly little game, my friend Noelle.
Hello! I'm happy to be here. First time I've ever been a lore master for a stream like this.
But I would like to ask you in particular, what are your feelings about Destiny 2 as a game, both like as a thing that you do with a controller, pointing your reticle at things and blowing them up, and how do you feel about the lore of this game?
As a game, mechanically, I find it very satisfying. I think probably one of the greater joys of it being a game is using it as a social tool when I can't really socialize in person. It allows me to access a great network of online friends that we can do activities together, and it's just a great social space. And then aside from that, the lore is incredibly deep. It's a whole universe's worth of world building with interesting characters and motivations and cosmology and magic. And there's a rabbit hole for anyone who's interested in fun science fiction tropes.
Which we learned recently actually is written by some of our colleagues as well. Some very cool science fiction writers have done very cool lore for Destiny 2, and I'm very excited to get more into that as well as we talk about some of the cool and weird stuff that happened in the solar system that is presently haunted.
Because it's always been my sense, it's like how it's presented to you was always the issue. Like Destiny 1, I was always like, what? Like, and I was like, there's something amazing here, and it's like, well, check out these 5 things that are outside of the game on this website to find out like how the lore. And I'm like, what? So I feel like Destiny has always had this thing of amazing lore. I just wish it were a little bit more coherently presented sometimes. So I'm glad that I have people who can be like, no, the reason that you keep talking about this big gun that took over Twitter or something, like I would love to know what that means. Like, is there,
which very hilariously enough, you can buy when we will form when we finally get to forming a fire team. I will introduce you to Zur, and you will buy a Telesto, and we will talk about the weird things that the Telesto does. But first, you need to do the thing, and the thing that you need to do very obviously is become a Guardian in the first place. This is the first time that you're playing Destiny 2 on your PS5, yes?
Yes, although I don't know whether it counts my other character, but yes, that's correct.
So we are fairly confident that means that the very first things that you will do are the new light quests, which is pretty much a very brief rundown about why you in particular are being resurrected by a ghost and what that means for you.
I see.
So very briefly, you will be on your own while you get to ask us questions and we get to ramble about the opening story of Destiny 2, and then when we form our fire team, we can get into some specific shenanigans.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, in that case, I will... Oh, that's already fairly low already. Okay. All right, let's do it then. Play game. I am ready. Music's a little loud. I know. I can't adjust it apparently yet. So... All right, here we go. Bungie. Press X to play.
Many a day, and by day I mostly mean evening, I have booted up Destiny only for Destiny to come right at me with some heavy guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, it is very good music, but sometimes you don't want all of it.
All right, this is the Telesto guy you keep talking about?
Yes, we will meet Zur very briefly, but other things need to happen first.
The one known as Zur is wise enough to serve without question. Seek him now and embrace my glory. I am doing what I have always done, breaking your reality. There is one path forward, the way of Telesto, because I will it. All right, well, that's me.
So this is the character that you made in Destiny 1.
No, I played a little bit of Destiny 2 a long time ago, but on Steam or something. So,
okay, cool.
So yeah.
I was not there when my house.
So yes, you still may have. Ooh.
This is the opening cutscene for the current season.
Join the coward Mizrax.
Yes. So this character was the primary antagonist in a previous kind of larger story of the game, if I remember correctly. So Greg, tell me everything you know about the Fallen.
Oh jeez.
That's these people.
Yeah. The only thing I remember about any of this is the fact that there was the Traveler who made it possible for Guardians to be resurrected repeatedly. And then there was a city in Destiny 2 that was created because it destroyed everything else, and something happened to the Traveler, and then that's pretty much it.
I mean, that's 2 of the many proper nouns, so you're on your way.
Okay.
The rule of all fantasy, including science fantasy, is once you've gotten the proper nouns, everything else follows.
Awesome. All right, so here we are. Let's see.
I'm worried it's going to throw you into a seasonal activity instead of the new light stuff.
Yeah, if we can.
Thanks
Because
for helping
if
your
it's new
old
light, we
pal
have to
Drifter
basically
with
watch
his
Greg as if he were solo
delicate
streaming for 20
situation,
minutes.
I had a delivery
Pretty
headed
much,
toward
yeah.
the
You
last
can't join a
city
fire
when
team
these house
until you've completed a
salvation
long list of
goons hijacked
checkboxes.
it.
I was
Now I just need you to get in there.
You have to
and
prove your worth to the
expedite
universe
the
before you
shipment.
can make friends.
I'll
Right.
let you know what we're
Which
looking
is
for once
a
you're
bad
inside.
message to send
Yeah, 'cause-
in a social game, but still.
Because if my good friend Greg says, I want to get back into Destiny, we cannot say, that's great, Greg. Load the game at this time on this date, and we will immediately be able to play Destiny with you.
because that doesn't happen. Okay, I want to turn on. Okay, let's take care of sound first of all. Sound. Let's drop the music volume.
That's the thing about claims, you see. They
Okay.
Sorry about that.
All right, that should be a little better. Right. Okay, controller. I just need the invert. Vertical inversion is already there. Good, lovely. All right, now, do I go to social to bring you folks in, or like, how do I? Or
You open up the director.
okay, I don't think I can get to. Well, maybe I can. Can
I have no idea what the PS5 key bindings are.
Ah, there we go. Open director. Okay. Cannot access other activities at this time.
Then you go to the person option on the far right tab. Press D a few times.
Okay. I see myself. And okay, and now I have to
There's-
invite friends, so I should
Yeah.
let me just immediately I'll take out the centerpiece so I'm not giving away anything I shouldn't be. All right. So I can hopefully manage invites. Find a player via player search. Okay. Search by Bungie name. All right. I'm going to chat. I'm not going to reveal all of Bungie name. Okay.
I mean, if you want to be my friend on Destiny 2, you can do that.
Well,
I
that-
like.
Well, that's what we're doing, isn't it? Like,
Well,
doesn't
yes,
it-
I'm issuing that. I'm issuing that option to everyone watching in the event that they would also like to.
I see.
If you are also into Destiny 2 and would like friends to do the thing, I am open to doing the thing whenever I am like actually awake.
Do I really have to actually do the full like with number for it to find like well?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I just
Really?
joined Brandon's fire team, so if you invite Brandon, that should bring both of us.
Oh, I was just in the
Mhm.
process of inviting Mike. Let me.
Though I guess you have to pick which two of us you want on your team because there can only be 3.
Oh, geez, I don't know how to answer that. How do I? I don't know how to answer that. Okay, let's see. All right. Is it case sensitive?
It might be
Alright.
because
the
there are
joys
capitals
of-
in mine.
The joys of entering it with a of entering without a keyboard. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it'd probably be easier if I just add you as a friend, and then you can just accept my friend request.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
Because I have a keyboard.
That would be great. Okay. I think I just got about Brandon's invite ready. We'll see if this happens. 2, 1. I see there's a friend invite. Okay, I'll get to that in 1 second. Okay, aha. It says offline. You are I'm inviting you to my fire team, Rising Tides.
Cool. I see it now. Why did it say it?
I don't know. And then I'll
So
once that's there, I'll invite the as well.
The real lore explanation I want is why the multiplayer is hard to use.
Yeah, I know.
Is this the
seriously.
darkness? Does the darkness not want us to make fire teams?
The
Seriously.
darkness is the reason why we have crossplay, I suppose, then, in that case.
Oh, interesting.
Where before Destiny relied on the platform that it was running on's social system, like PS5 friends or Steam friends, and you would invite via that. But once they became crossplay, they had to basically create their own social system from scratch. And so now you have your Bungie name and you invite and manage your friendships that way.
Okay, so now that I've got this, and I accepted, Noelle, I accepted your names. So, and okay, I see.
Did, and you are not in my online list.
Okay, and I just accepted Mike's friend request.
And I'm here with you on Europa, so I do think, in fact, we're doing seasonal things, which is weird.
So can I join? I'm going to try to join Arv's fire team.
Okay, yep.
And if it works, it will just take me to where you are.
Okay, has joined my fire team, it says.
Okay. My spaceship is getting ready to fly to a place where we can shoot aliens.
Okay.
All right, Greg, you can turn the video back on.
Okay. Yeah, hon?
So this was a thing that I was not immediately anticipating. I thought it would not have done a seasonal thing, and it turns out that's what it's doing, which is fine, for the most part. Hi, Mike.
Hello. Let's see.
Hello.
Because it's not a brand new character, so it didn't go through the new light stuff immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But the new light stuff should be available
Now
from a
we
tower
should be able
kiosk.
to. Yes, Predator handshake. And now it's time to dance.
I wish we could see it.
I have so many feelings about the fact that so many of these dances are... I mean, so many of these dances are like dances in most games, things that have been stolen from black people. But one of my emotes is literally a Rush Hour 2 reference. And I'm like, does anyone look at it and know that that's what that is? Because only I do.
Which one is that?
What is the name of this emote?
This one?
Hold on. I'm going to look at my character very briefly and find the name of the thing, and then I'm going to look at you. Right. So I have a rare emote called Lucky Shot that looks like this. And it's the dance that Chris Tucker does when he blows up someone's car.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, why is that here?
That is exactly the dance I was guessing. So you're not the only person that knows that.
Okay, cool. But also, just why?
Okay, so...
Video.
All right.
Ta-da.
I don't blame House Salvation for skimming a little.
Did you dress up
cream
for the
off
occasion,
trade
Brandon?
routes. Couldn't have been easy after the head honcho got turned into a popsicle. But I didn't think they'd have the guts to try something like this. Once we get my cargo back, you'll see what I mean.
All right. We should always go toward the white diamond.
Okay.
That is the next step
Right.
of
I
your
think I remember
quest
that
thing.
part. Yeah.
So, we are in the middle of this season's event. This is the opening mission of the seasonal storyline that we're presently in.
Okay.
Which is fun because it's
Whoa.
all about space pirates.
Okay.
It,
I have not
Wait, how
played
do I
this game since I got my new keyboard, so this will be fun.
How do I switch to my sniper? How do I switch weapons?
Number pad, numbers 1, 2, 3 are your weapons.
No, I'm on a controller.
You have to figure it out yourself, unfortunately.
Darn it. Okay.
unfortunately, none of us own a PS5.
Oh, no,
You're
that's a
the only
reload.
fortunate person in the room.
Oh no.
Well, I have a PS5. I just play on PC because I'm elite.
Oh.
Oh my
Greg,
god,
have
I'm
you
jealous of you
confirmed-
both.
Have you confirmed that captions are on? Subtitles are on?
No. I have not. Let's see.
When we briefly leave gunplay, we will ask you to do that.
Yeah, hang on a second. Video, sound.
It's under gameplay.
I just want to say
I thought I fixed that.
for people who haven't
Yeah, it says
played
on.
Destiny,
Yep.
Okay, good.
this
Just
like
checking.
troubleshooting is incredibly authentic.
Yeah, how do I change weapons? Either shoulder bumpers or triggers. That's the Halo standard for switching.
You can also
Yeah.
try D-pad.
I think one option is like the left-hand button press.
I'm
is
sorry
one
to interrupt.
weapon.
My daughter's calling. I'm sorry. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
While
going
that's
to-
happening, let's just ask the internet.
Yeah. I can't look at the controller binds because I don't have a controller.
Mapping. Right. No, I don't want remapping. I just want the actual controls. Internet. Okay, I have it for you, Greg.
Okay. Now the mic is on, and I don't mean that mic. I mean the microphone. Okay. Right.
Okay, so,
Okay. There's my sword. I switched over to triangle.
yeah, switch weapon should be triangle.
Yeah, but where's my sniper though?
Oh, so you have to cycle through them?
No, because it doesn't. Oh, there we go. Yeah. All right. There it is. Yes. You just have to triangle once instead of I was holding it down. Okay.
Okay.
And I got the heavy weapon. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And there's reload. Okay. Good. Wonderful. All right. Thank you all. Oh my God. Meanwhile, my fire team is like, listen, Arv. All right. It's time to
Nope,
get moving.
I'm waiting for you. We're right here. I just fell and can't get back up.
Wait, what?
Aha, so we're going this way. Follow
Jumping
me.
in this game is a lot.
Stop.
Jumping in this game is perhaps one of the most fun parts of the game.
Especially when you're a warlock and your jump is very peculiar.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I am a warlock, and it's true.
Warlocks don't jump, they fly.
What are you? What was that? That you were
It's
just
some
doing,
spicy
Mike.
ramen.
Okay.
Destiny may be poor at onboarding, but it is good at having fun emotes.
So, what part of the multiverse are we in? This looks like Fallen Rig stuff.
This is Reese Reborn, which is Fallen, or Elixni, as they are properly known, settlement on Europa, moon of Jupiter. They have essentially colonized ruins of a former human colony back hundreds and hundreds of years ago during humanity's golden age.
Okay.
This this setting is the basis for the Beyond Light expansion, which was last year's main campaign, where the main antagonist of this season, Aramis, had her debut, and where we were first introduced to the powers of stasis.
Which is
Okay.
all this ice stuff.
Oh shoot! How does this special work again? I vaguely remember.
So the Warlock special makes a healing pool right where your character is standing.
Right.
And then your ult depends on what element you are associated with right now.
Okay. I also need to remember my melee attack, which I forgot.
You can reference the keybinds now if you want. Get that out of the way.
Yeah, I suppose I should do that.
Your melee should be R1. Your grenade should be L1.
Grenade should be L1. My supercharge, though.
And your super ability is L1 and R1.
Oh, clever. All right. Right. Inspecting cargo. What? Yes, me.
I'm there in spirit, boss.
Oh.
I finessed the Guardian into doing the actual rescuing.
Yeah, words.
About that. First, let's discuss the matter of our hazard
It
pay.
appears part of the subtitles is cut off by the Patreon block.
Oh, yeah.
Sure thing, boss. We'll just ship you back to the Tangled Shore. Queen Mara's got a handsome bounty on your ugly
There we go.
mug. Could be quite the payday.
Tell you what, House Salvation commandeered my old catch. If you can fight your way there, it's yours.
I have been slipped a mysterious
Join
key.
you along the way. Give them a lift, and we'll call it even.
I don't.
Hear that, hero? We got ourselves a new ride. Just gotta break it out of impound.
Okay.
Loot.
Nothing like learning that you're committing alien trafficking after you've already committed the alien trafficking.
Yeah, seriously, like. Alright, locate Spider's catch. Huh?
So House Salvation is the Elixir house which constructed this city, Reese Reborn. And Spider is an Elixir mob boss who used to live in the reef in the Tangled Shore, but was wanted for imprisoning the Awoken Queen's brother, and is now condemned to death, but he paid the Drifter to sneak him out. And so we are becoming accomplices in that. Spider is not a good person.
And what about the Drifter?
Drifter is a really, really old guardian who's been around since the Dark Ages. And his motivations are very unclear intentionally. He's kind of a mysterious grifter, if you will.
Okay.
He's kind of very survival focused, not so much a team player, and is mostly just out to get his. And maybe you can get rich along the way if you play a lot of Gambit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's the closest that the Destiny storyline comes to a con artist.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely running a whole thing.
Whoa,
here.
what? This is Porcupine dude. This is like.
We got teleported.
Oh yeah, Halsix is our friend.
Yeah, the allied you have allied Elixir in this season, and they can be identified by their big porcupine spikes, because otherwise they would look exactly like the creatures that you are shooting.
Oh, great.
And that might lead you to reflect upon your actions and their implications.
Yeah, it might require you to think a bit about how much alien genocide you're doing on a day-to-day basis.
Let's go!
Down the hole.
Okay.
I will say this game kind of suffers a little bit from the center crop because it's hiding the location and the quest text from the viewers.
Yeah, there's not much I can do about that, I'm afraid, with the overlay. Oh.
If you want to see us play more Destiny, help us
With
gather the
different
resources
overlays.
necessary to create elaborate fire team overlays.
Sorry.
So we can continue to learn about the Drifter being shady.
And depending on which expansions you own, there is one mission where the Drifter is particularly shady in a very fun and delightful way. Or rather,
Found my remaining crew.
someone is in his place.
Okay.
Clear out this rabble.
It's Sonic, yeah. We've been joined by Sonic the Hedgehog.
Don't break your ankles.
Granted, you know this, you can kind of become Sonic the Hedgehog with Arc 3.0.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that Skiff Blade guy is the good
Yes.
one.
They're friends,
the-
yep.
I love these Skiff Blades names, by the way. Because one's name is Flotsix, and the other one's name is Jetsix. And you know what those are referring to. And then you learn that the third one's name is Ransix, and you're like, how did we get here? I'm very delighted that we've gotten here, but I don't know how we got here.
Just flying around, throwing magical fire swords.
There we go.
The fun thing about Elixir names is they're very easy to create based on puns from the English language.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very good.
I just love that the pun that they were aiming for is, okay, we know what Flotsam is, we know what Jetsam is. What else do we need? Ransom.
I think it's Ransax, isn't it? Is that what
I
it's
mean-
keeping?
Ran 6.
Ransix.
to ransack.
Are we
This is also
basically-
possible, but yes.
Are we basically cleaning up after this guy's mess? Like, you know, getting rid of his associates? Like,
I mean,
know.
yes. But they're all evil anyway, so...
Relics. Antiquities of some kind.
he's like the dude from The Mandalorian that Mando knows on the base. The old school dude, you know, just like, same as it ever was, eh, Mando?
Right. If you interact with this banner, you will refill all of your stuff.
Ooh.
Your ammo and your super and your
Hey.
abilities.
Wow, look at you.
I
Which is
apologize
usually
for my
indication
look.
that there's a fight ahead.
I'm wearing blues, so I'm not at my most beautiful.
Okay.
Or most powerful.
Suddenly cutscene. Oh. That's dance.
Not cutscene, actually. It just you happen to be not through the door
Oh,
before the load
whoopsie.
triggered, and so it faded you into the right place.
Get some, Keel Hall!
Okay.
The thing
Okay,
about
wait,
Elixni is that they can become quite large.
Yeah, man.
Destiny uses the Warhammer 40k rule of bigger the person, the more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
the Elixni are kind of crab/insect-like. They have a lot of traits considered hybrids of Earth species. They subsist on a fluid called ether, which for them is kind of like sustenance, but also like a growth hormone. And so if you have an Elixni who's super duper big, probably means they're hogging all the ether for themselves, and the people underneath them are kind of being starved of it, which is why they're so small.
I see.
So it's like a literal class disparity in a sense.
Wow. Super
In
cool.
this season, you learn where the brutal hierarchy of the Elixni crews and houses came from.
Interesting.
So I don't know if we'll actually get to that in this stream.
Okay.
So while we're shooting various Elixni, do y'all think that the Traveler is an egg?
It's
So of one of the many theories that I've only just learned today, that there is apparently a theory that the Traveler is an egg full of darkness.
Well, it's an egg to make a darkness ship, and so it shunts off light to become more darkness, is the idea. And so Guardians are actually just a side effect of the darkness pyramid growth cycle.
But why would the Pyramid Fleet be chasing the Traveler then? They're pretty
Healing up.
against it.
They want to bring their baby home. I don't know. This is just a thing that I've learned about that seems totally wild.
got some heals if anyone needs. Up and
I think it's
away.
Would like
got
some heals.
something juicy inside. I don't think it's
Agreed.
a darkness thing, but
Okay, he's immune. That's bad. I apologize for everything.
It's probably content.
it's probably content. It's probably an expansion inside it. So those spherical robot things are called servitors, and they are the machines that produce the ether that the Elixni need to live. They are built in the image of the Traveler, or as they call it, the Great Machine, because before the Traveler, which is what gave us the superpowers, came to Earth, it lived on Reese and granted the Elixni a star system spanning empire. They were a far more advanced species than humanity ever became, and they worshipped it as a god. And so the servitors are kind of religious symbols in that respect, as
Uh-oh.
symbols of the god that they lost and they were trying to get back.
Oh, very cool. Oh, that
So,
looks okay.
The campaign that Noelle mentioned earlier, it ends here, with that villain encased in ice.
Aramis used to be here as one big ice block.
Why is Aramis not
The
here?
weakness must have broken Aramis out.
Oh.
No wonder how Salvation's scrambling.
So, the ship stealer is back in play. The artifact she's after.
Rude notes, funny.
Price of her freedom, I bet.
Oh, imagine that we sailed that.
Luckily, we got a clean ship and a dirty
Take a look
crew
at
to
that
chase away.
Ketch's design. It was partially inspired by the concept work done for Jodorowsky's Dune.
I'll treat her like she was my own.
That's
you look
super
at-
cool.
Yeah, if you look at the ships from that art book, they have a very similar design.
That's cool.
You'll get back in the last city. Let's ride, Guardian.
Wait, I got a seasonal artifact.
You gotta get a seasonal artifact.
It's a skeleton key. Oh, triumph completed. We're stronger together. I've learned it all, apparently. Okay. So,
Now you're headed to a cool cutscene, I believe.
awesome. As soon as we get through the cutscene chat, we're going to talk a little bit about Speculate fundraising stuff. If you're enjoying what you see and hear, now is the time to jump on board and support our actual play podcast that Brandon, Mike, and myself run with a number of amazing people with tabletop role-playing of all different stripes. Dungeons & Dragons, Blades in the Dark, Girl by Moonlight, Court of Blades, multiple other ones. We're at, last check, $200.52. We're trying to get up to $500 tonight, and we would love it if people could jump on board, either by donating to mrucontest@gmail.com with PayPal, or by supporting our Patreon, which you can do by checking out !speculate. And thank you for doing that, and please let us know when you've done it so that we can add to the total. And now excuse me as I walk into a wretched hive of scum and villainy, apparently.
Be careful with that cargo, or I'll talk you myself.
That's the spider.
Aramis has broken
This guy?
free.
This one?
Her name still carries
The one in the big chair.
Oh, okay.
The one who's speaking now is Misrax, who is our first Elixir ally, and standing next to him is Ido, his adoptive daughter.
Okay.
What is the human word?
She's the best
Hi.
thing in the world, and I'll protect her with my life.
Aramis thawing out is
That
bad
is the Drifter.
news, sure, and she's looking for something. But luck's on our side for a change. This little trinket is exactly what we need.
What's that?
That's access, little sister. You hold this key, and any door they close, you can open. If you can find it.
We must not take the old crews lightly. The full vanguard should be rallied to deal with these outlaws.
Yeah, that's a tough sell. Zavala's preparing for Callus's next move. Ikora's got her hidden looking for Aramis, but they stick to the shadows.
Let's think of this. Zavala's preparing for Callus's next move. Akaris is doing everything. Someone's like, what? Who? With
We should
where?
do whatever we can to help.
What?
And there's so much exhilarating knowledge to be gained from these pirates. They
Yeah,
may
this
hold
cutscene is
antiquities
not
from the time
designed
of
to
the whirlwind.
intro
Yeah.
new lights. It's mostly to psych you up for the season, which I think it does a pretty good job of.
That you realize.
You ain't wrong. We all know how dangerous Aramis can be. It's your call, hero. Well, anchors away. Ready when you are, Captain.
So the player character Guardian famously almost never speaks.
Right.
You have only spoken twice. One of them was to kill the person who killed the Hunter Vanguard Cade 6.
Mm-hmm.
And the other time was very briefly the first time you defeat Aramis, if I'm not mistaken.
There are other times when the Guardian speaks, but it is dramatically infrequent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the Guardian speaks at about Silent Bob frequency.
I see. All right, I've got a gift to the Thunder Gods, a limited T-shirt offer. I'll get right on that. Okay.
So that sounds like a free-to-play mobile game scam thing. It's really just a bunch of sweet gear to help you get up to level.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there is a location on our destinations map called the Helm, which is like a small stationary space station hovering just above Earth. And when you go there, you'll find a chest full of things that light things with electricity. It's very fun. It's designed specifically to get you to the point where you can do cool stuff even if you haven't played in quite some time.
I gotcha.
Especially since you only have rare gear, it would be particularly useful to you. But I would also like to point out the place where we are right now. This is the Elixni Quarter.
Okay.
So, seeing as Spider and several other non-hostile Elixni are now refugees because of the conflict between the light and the darkness, they just decided, why don't we just put you up in the last city? And then the only space that they could find was this, and it makes me not trust humanity a lot.
Mm-hmm. And that's the Traveler, right? Right above us, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, the big orb that
Yeah.
seems dangerously close to us. Yep, that's the Traveler.
Yeah, I recognize that. All right, so I guess the question is, where do we
So if you go into here, we get to see Spider.
This is the empty tank,
I am Ida,
the local
scribe
bar.
of House Light, daughter of Mizrak Skell, whom you already know.
Yes. Mizrax and I are well acquainted.
I have heard the stories.
Have you now?
It's like a mix between Jabba the Hutt and
I've heard what they call you.
some of the characters from Dune.
I hold
Yeah.
a great many things. Spider is better than
I love
all
the
of them.
voice.
What if Jabba the
synthesizer.
Hutt were a Harkonnen?
Setting the Guardian.
Yeah,
Big
Harkonnen.
Harkonnen vibes.
Mithrax.
Yes, some of them struggle to pronounce his name.
Yes. It's surprising what they struggle with.
Yeah, he does have a cool voice.
Present company excluded, of course.
Oh, yes, this
Also,
Guardian is
just
quite
as an aside,
competent.
Greg,
I still hope I
walk
will be
closer
able
to
assist
Spider
somehow.
and see what he's holding in his hand.
Very plucky of you, Ido. How does your father feel
Oh,
about
it's
your
one of the
involvement?
whatchamacallits, the ghosts.
It seems these
Yeah,
old
he's
pirate
specifically
crews have put a
holding
touch of fear.
Cade Six's ghost.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Interesting.
he seemed
I'm not certain that's accurate, Brandon.
But I am a
Is it?
scribe,
Cade Six's ghost was blown up by a sniper rifle.
and deep
Uh-huh.
down,
That is just a
he must be
generic
as excited
ghost.
about the adventure as any of us.
But the fact that all ghosts were once alive
Still sucks.
just kind of like he's treating their corpses like fidget
No,
toys.
little
It's
squirrel.
not great.
If you've
Yeah,
been kind
very
enough to
like
excuse
sword and
Guardian
sandal
and I have business to discuss.
throne of skulls.
Of
Yeah, it's got
course.
all the nets worth of those
Welcome to the
things.
last
Yeah.
city. May the light provide.
Yeah, you'll notice a lot of nautical design elements in Elixni locations because their whole like defining characteristic is alien pirate is like how them as the species was like conceived of in Destiny 1.
Okay.
And so lots and lots of netting, lots and lots of containers. They're very good at
Been a while.
building stuff from scrap, very
Seems
resourceful.
like only yesterday I was
Very cool.
in the tangled shore, trading in Seraphite and phase glass.
Gosh, that strobing light is a lot.
Now, I'm nestled in the bosom of the traveler. Oh,
All right, I need to get my fashion in
funny
order.
we're owing a debt to Drifter to get you, huh? And let's keep the details of my ignominious rescue between us.
So was this dude in that in the
No, thanks.
the like pod that we found?
It sounds as
He
though
was.
Okay.
to cross swords
He was the one
with
being
Aramis
smuggled.
Okay.
And the old crews. Mithrax seem none too pleased about that. I wonder why.
This guy seems completely
I'll tell you
trustworthy.
what, my friend.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'll let you keep using my ship while you go digging for secrets.
Ride or die.
I think you've got the steel for it. Now go show those pirates what happens when they cross
So
Spider.
what should we do next?
While you're gone, I'll gather some accoutrements no budding captain should be without.
Leaned into that French. Accoutrements.
No need to thank me, Guardian. I only ask that you keep my wanton generosity to yourself.
All right.
I have a reputation to maintain.
Let's wait for Greg to finish experiencing this cutscene.
All right, let's see. In the safety of the ether tank, the Nestorius Spider, excuse me, greets you as an old friend. Seems like only yesterday was in the tangle. Blah, 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 blah. All right, we already saw this. So, I will acquire No Reprieve. Ahoy and away. Defeat Aramis's loyal pirates and catch Crash. But we completed that.
No, you have not completed it. That is a quest that you just picked up to complete.
Oh, I see.
What?
What is your Earth phrase?
All right, let's see. Kinetic weapons.
So now you could go do that. Well, if you did do that, you probably want to go to the helm first and pick up that gift to the thunder gods.
Mm-hmm. You are currently, 500 power points too low.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, you're at the base of the power level, which means that you're not going to be able to do much damage, and everything is going to be able to do much more damage to you.
Outstanding. Okay.
So it might be wise to go do the new light stuff now.
Okay. Which I can do via the director?
Yeah, you go to the tower first and pick it up as a quest.
Okay. Where's my map at? Nope, not that. All right. Is there a mini map or something?
You just bring up the director.
So I do have to. Okay.
Mm-hmm. If you go into the director and then go to destinations. You're already in destinations, and then you click the tower.
Yep. And then
there is a waypoint, which is that triangle pointing downward, that will begin to teleport you to that location.
Okay, and do we go to
the courtyard? Yeah.
Courtyard. Launch. Launching in 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Hey, so folks who are watching, if you just sent a donation in the last couple of minutes, I would love if you could DM me on Twitch so that we can confirm something with you real quick.
That would be lovely if you could do that. It's Turbo Tango. You can find is where you can find Mike while you're waiting for us to face our next Destiny.
Hey.
Didn't know that you played Destiny. I do actually. I actually played through a lot of Destiny 1 and I really liked it, Polar. Although I found the lore frustratingly opaque and I thought it was really cool and I wanted to know more about how to understand the damn story. And then I played a bit of Destiny 2 and then I just got very confused and gave up because I was coming in the middle of it and I'm like, what? How do you access anything? And so now I'm playing with friends. My fellow members of the Speculate podcast, and also we are joined by Noelle Leigh, who is helping with incredible lore dumps to help explain what the hell I'm actually seeing as we go through them.
So Noelle, would you like me to tag you in on the fire team so you get in some gunplay now?
Well, if we start the New Light quest.
Oh yes, then it will just be Greg for a while, but we will see.
Oh man, I'm really sorry about that. I didn't know. I asked what to start beforehand, so.
Oh no, this is preferable because it gives Noelle and I an opportunity to talk about some of the cool stuff that happens in the opening lore of Destiny.
Okay.
While you shoot things.
Little surprised this is not giving me more rumble effect out of my DualSense. Like, it doesn't take advantage of that, it feels. I don't know.
Did you install the PlayStation 5 version of Destiny 2?
Yes, I did. Yeah, okay. I did do the PS5 version. And it works on my others, but I don't know. Okay.
You want to go to the Postmaster, which is the vendor on the left from where you started, and then you turn left from that, and there's a little, like, shelf right between the wall and the stairs.
Okay. So the Postmaster is this way? Or am I not going the right way?
No, it's in the courtyard.
Oh, it is in the courtyard. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to leave this area.
It should be
It's hard to steer with the
that
delay.
leftmost blinking box is the postmaster. Yes.
Okay.
So when you're at the postmaster, turn left.
Oh,
and then
whoops. My bad. I got some stuff. I guess.
You should pick up
the
those stuff
stuff
first. So many blues.
I got a substitutional alloy bond. I don't know if it's any good. All right. Botheration. Right. Okay, that's that. It doesn't do any different. Ooh. No, it wasn't as good as what I had. Oh, right. I wanted to turn that into, dismantle. Right, get rid of that. That's fine. The cleanse shall beget an oh, okay. So I can mod it. Oh my goodness.
These details you do not need to think about at this moment. This
You do not need to
requires
think about it.
a great deal of focus, and you're not doing any events at the moment that require a mod in order to complete.
All right. Okay. Good.
Yes.
equip
So
that,
where are we sending Greg for this
Okay,
again?
so here's the postmaster. Now, where do you say I turn left and there's a shelf?
Turn left 90 degrees, and there's a shelf or like a terminal.
Terminal quest
archive.
archive. Yeah. All right.
Go there, and then in one of the sections, there should be the New Light quest if you haven't already completed it.
I see New Light quest related to the New Light experience. It has a preview. Okay, and then it says A Guardian Rises. Okay. Oh, I remember. Okay. Well, I did that way back in the day. Didn't I do that in Destiny 1? Where you escaped?
They reintroduced the New Light experience into Destiny 2 because they reintroduced the Cosmodrome, which didn't used to be in Destiny 2. And so now this is the onboarding. And
I see. Okay, Shimmer, that's interesting. Okay, so is that the only quest I need to go on board or anything else?
That should be fine to start with.
Okay. All right. So I did that, and now is that available on the director, I assume?
Go to your quests view, which is the same view as the director, but on a different tab.
Oh, I see. All right, give me a second then. Quest view. Oh, okay, 2 over. All right, yeah. So I've got Season of Plunder, which is Ahoy and Away, and I've got the past, exotics, playlists.
Wait,
seasonal,
where did it go?
The Witch Queen, and quests. I don't understand where that went. I know I picked it up.
Open the director and click on the Cosmodrome.
Yes, go in destinations.
Okay. Cosmodrome. Yeah. There are, what does it say? Too many players for this activity. Please choose a different activity.
Yep. This is the onboarding quest. So
right.
You have to do it.
So we are going to leave your fire team so you can shoot things by yourself.
Oh, okay.
But we will still be here, obviously.
Yes. Okay. All right. So I'll have you leave my fire team, I guess. Or I guess you folks do that or something?
You can kick or they can leave.
Yeah, just a second here. No problem.
That's not it. Details. How do I
live?
You pull out your ghost and you hold O to go back to leave the fire team.
Ah, right.
Can also... Oh, nope. I did the wrong thing. Okay. All right. All right. There. That's... Brandon is gone. Waiting for Mike.
So yeah, as previously discussed, I changed keyboards, and I don't know how to play Destiny on this keyboard. is ultimately that's the real thing that's happening here.
Did the keyboard come with different button layout?
It is a split keyboard.
Oh.
So it's fancy and different. I'm just going to exit to desktop real quick, and that'll have me leave the fire team.
You don't have to do that though.
It's fine. I have a thing that I want to work on related to the fundraiser.
Yeah, I see what it's about now. Yeah, I don't...
Yeah, so I think it may be useful for me to say, hey, if you donated a large number of dollars at about 7 p.m. Eastern, and you're here in the chat, please PM me because I want to confirm.
Please do that.
Sometimes people go to fundraisers and they give a lot of money and then they charge it back and are being jerks. I'm pretty sure that that's not what's happening, but for your safety and mine, I would like to confirm.
So if you could do that, if you could please confirm what would be a very exciting development if this turns out to be the case, we would love that. In the meantime, I'm going to go and attempt to do this solo without my mighty fire team, and I'm going to have to do this on my own. Again,
Mike and I will just be dancing forever in the tower until you return.
But we do have a $5 donation from a fellow science fiction person and someone who I play Destiny with a lot, in that this person plays Destiny a lot and sometimes I play with her. So I did not see anything in there that said that this person wanted to be anonymous, but
I have added in that 5. So that puts us to 205.52 pending this other thing.
So thank you, Karina.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
Ooh, Karina!
Only $195 away, chat, from our next raffle of Michael R. Underwood's acclaimed Geekomancy series. Highly acclaimed.
My publisher called it a fan favorite series.
A highly acclaimed fan favorite. The beloved classic series.
Oh, the idea that my debut is a classic makes me feel something.
Beloved. It's not just a classic.
More the like that it's been that long.
The Scarlet Letter was once called a classic, all right? You want to be a beloved classic, not that kind of
modern classic is great, right? If you can get modern classic, then that's some good stuff.
Otherwise known as anything Martha Wells writes these days.
Right?
Oh, Lord.
Modern classic.
It took how long to be an overnight success?
I mean, exactly. I'm so happy for Martha, who's just a prose pro and is an incredible writer. Man,
yeah. If you have not read those Murderbot books.
Murderbot books are maybe the best characterization of AI I've ever read. They're that good.
God, I love the Murderbot books
so good.
much.
The voice is just astonishingly good. I was fortunate enough to work with Martha. Was kind enough to give a blurb for one of my books, and also was she and I worked together doing workshops for Worldcon, writing workshops for years, and yeah, big Martha fan.
Nice. I'm very jealous all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, so good.
Martha's work is rad.
Oh, really, it's just man. I haven't even read the full novel yet either. I've only read the novellas. The Traveler.
Yes.
Destiny 2. The return to the opening mission of Destiny 1.
Pretty much, yeah. This
Son
is the
of Destiny
start
1.
from zero cutscene.
Yeah. Which is cool. Like, so, okay. The Traveler. See, I wanted this from the very beginning. Okay, anyway.
Its arrival changed us forever. Great cities were built on Mars and Venus. Mercury became a garden world. Human lifespan tripled. It was a time of miracles. We stared out at the galaxy and knew that it was our destiny to walk in
Narrated by the talented Bill Nighy. Back when Bungie had celebrity voice actors.
Yeah.
A darkness.
Too bad they killed his character.
Speaking of which, condolences to the family of Kevin Conroy, who just passed away at the age of 66, who was the definitive voice of Batman for anyone who played the video games and or obviously watched the animated series.
But it was also a beginning.
A beginning of Arvin Elrond's trip into Destiny. Okay.
And then what follows this is the Ghosts cutscene as well?
Yep. So is this Peter Dinklage as the ghost here? Or did they redo that?
No, it's all...
No, yeah, they totally recast
Nolan
it.
North.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Nolan North. That's right. They recast it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've been dead a long time.
There was a whole something.
Yep. I remember hearing the original Peter Dinklage one, and I understand why Nolan North was brought in. Yes.
This is fallen territory. We aren't safe here.
Although I will say again, and I understand that I'm biased, Tren could have nailed this voice too. Tren Sparks, who's doing the narration for my Gray Shade audiobook, Tren would have a voice just perfect for this too. So.
I mean, we're all biased, but you're also not wrong.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Having heard the details, right? You know, okay, so here I am in the Cosmodrome. I've never seen this before. I have. All right, a Guardian rises. A Guardian's going to rise fast because he wants to get back to his friends.
Cosmodrome, a Russian spaceport. It's quarantined now.
Quite dangerous.
But our only way forward is through that wall.
Is it a Russian Cosmodrome after the Ukrainians got done with it? Because I'm on board for that. Hey-o.
If by Ukrainians you mean the forces of darkness from outer space
Well,
that
damn
nearly
it,
wiped
no.
out the species.
See, look, Noelle, I'm just trying to make a silly political joke, and here you come in with your much more classic logical...
Well, actually, the darkness pyramid ships came, and Sabathun and Deserac, and...
The Russian Federation had collapsed 300 years.
It is theoretically possible that the Golden Age took place long after Ukraine had already defeated Russia.
Oh, man.
I think actually someone at some point had asked the Destiny lore team where in Europe the Cosmodrome is accurately located, and they really hedged about whether we are physically in Russia.
Right. Yeah, that's I can
for
see
the
that.
for very obvious reasons. They didn't want to be like, well, if you died in Russia, maybe you're Russian.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's all right. Death to all of you.
So originally the Cosmodrome was based on the Baikonur Cosmodrome, which is where Russia launches its rockets in Kazakhstan.
Stay focused.
But in Beyond Light, they say that it's located in Serbia.
Oh, interesting. Really?
Could be a reference to the Vostochny Cosmodrome, which is another rocket launch site.
Super cool. See, this is what I mean. I was always aware that there had to be this level of depth in here, but like having people who can actually be like, here's what actually is happening, so I can actually be like, oh, that is what's happening.
Yeah, it's rough because the game is very good at being a shooter, but all of the verbs it gives you are not really as much things that are pointed toward being able to investigate and unpack all this really cool storytelling and history that they've made.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much, Mother.
And so...
You okay?
There's a bunch of smoke. I've never cooked a burger before.
My incredible daughter has provided me a burger and has informed me, and it's probably our fault, that while we were going through this, she had some issues with the kitchen and with some excess smoke, and I'm sure it's just because of what we were doing in here. So I'm, you know, my destiny is a burger, and that's basically what we're doing.
Too many gun fumes coming out of the PS5.
That's it. Like, that's it. I have to say, having played this now, I played it on PS4, I played it on and on Steam. The smoothness of this on PS5 and the very limited load times is exceedingly impressive. Like, just...
I am indeed very jealous of you. It does look very smooth.
I am very, very lucky that the Patreon, there we go, has allowed me to save up to, you're dead, to get this, because it really does make a difference. And Ghost of Tsushima, which I started playing, incidentally, not connected to this, is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness.
I haven't caught any of your Ghost of Tsushima streams. Are you playing in color or black and white?
I'm playing color, although the Kurosawa thing is badass. But I am using, of course, Japanese with English subtitles. It's, oh man, is it good. It's so good. You're dead. Okay. I'm a big fan in these games of sniper rifles. Because it reminds me of my old days as not Total Annihilation. Oh my goodness, Unreal Tournament 2004 that I used to play back in the day.
I really enjoyed Unreal back in the day. I was never good at it, but it was fun.
Unreal Tournament was good, man. Ooh. Okay, there you go. Oh, hi. Oh, you're a resilient captain. Oh, aren't you clever?
I will say, sniping feels very good in this game, at least on mouse and keyboard. I don't know how it feels on controller.
It feels surprisingly good on controller, although obviously usually keyboard's usually better. Oh.
Yeah, gun feels good might be Bungie's greatest technical triumph. And I don't mean that to diminish the work. It is incredibly hard by all of my understanding to make that kind of stuff feel good.
There's a million variables that goes into making each gun feel kind of special, and knobs that can be tweaked to make a gun better or worse in certain departments that are based on little tiny imperceivable things that actually make a big difference overall.
Yep. Even the kickback feel and everything. And I feel the kickback on the rumble effect on my controller with this, so like it's definitely... Oh, I hear you. Hi. That was not friendly.
Brandon, I've been trying to join your fire team in the tower for like the past 5 minutes, and then it just gave up.
I thought I accepted the thing. Hold on.
I don't think you need to accept it. It was just like, gave me the little loading icon in the corner for 10 minutes, and then it gave up because of a network error.
Bottom left your HUD, I know that. As a guardian, you've gained access to the untapped potential of the light. Yeah, I think I already know this. Right, I know about that. Dawnblade, right, Stormcaller, and Voidwalker. Right. I was doing this because I do like the Daybreak projectiles. Okay, can I dismiss now? Are you going to make me do that? Okay, I'm going to inspect it. There we go. Burst Glide, Strafe Glide.
The subclass has changed a lot since you last looked at this.
Wow, you're right. Incinerator Snap. What? So wait, I can snap my fingers to... Okay, well that's pretty cool, I have to admit.
It is. It's very Roy Mustang and Full Metal Alchemist. It actually feels really cool.
So as a warlock, you can control your class ability, which is a healing or empowering rift for healing or more damage, or Phoenix Dive in their case. You can control the different kinds of jump, you can control your melee, and you can control the different kinds of grenades you can throw.
Oh, goodness. So right now, what it has up top is my current loadout, basically?
Yes.
Like, okay. So I have this set, because that's what I want. What about aspects? Like, I can get, like, do I... Icarus Dash, or...
Well, what does the game say aspects are?
It says, like, modify your subclass with new actions for your guardian to bring to combat. So, like, Icarus Dash... I don't know that I'm going to be floating all that much. Touch of Flame. Let's do that. And then this one, I guess I can get 2?
Yes, you can equip 2.
Heat Rises. Okay. And then I have, oh my goodness, Fragments. Ember
so each
of
aspect
Singeing?
gives you a certain number of fragment slots, and then the fragments are smaller modifiers. In this case, they give you boosts to the verbs of the solar subclass, which is Scorch and Ignite, and gives you different ways of doing that, which I think may be kind of overwhelming at the moment.
It's a touch. All right. I'm probably doing this terribly, but whatever.
None of these are bad choices.
It's also perfectly possible to make these choices based on whether they will boost your stats instead and not actually care about what they will do, knowing that they will make your gear a lot more powerful as you get better gear.
But also stats is another thing that you shouldn't worry about at this point.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so I've done all of that. I did that. I took care of the aspects. Okay.
The game is very proud of you for doing this.
He was like, good job. All right, let's see.
Everything is so white or so blue. We really need you to go to the helm, Greg.
I'm trying.
So
I have a couple purples.
You care most about power level, and then second about legendaries over rares.
Okay. Right.
Keep pushing forward.
Keep pushing forward. I'll do that, Ghost. How about I actually reload my gun? How's that sound? Yeah, exactly, Aruna. I can see that. Oh, hi. Bye.
Snipers are so good.
Yep. Love
Welcome
those.
to the Cosmodrome.
Heads up.
Welcome to the Cosmodrome.
So present-day Baikonur is where the Soyuz rockets launch, but in Golden Age, this place has been converted to launch colonization generation ships called the Exodus program, where humanity was planning on trying to colonize other star systems.
Okay.
But they did it at the very end of the Golden Age, and they all got fucked by the darkness.
Is there a chance that one of those actually left, and there's other humans out there somewhere? In
Well,
the solar system?
there's actually been a recent development on that concerning the next expansion. I don't know how much I want to talk about it, though.
I do know some stuff, I think, of which you speak. And I was thinking of something like that, but this program. I have no grounds. This is me just... But I'm speculating.
At this point, it is believed that humans essentially only live on Earth.
Okay.
And all their other outposts across the solar system were destroyed or taken over by alien invaders.
I remember fighting this thing.
Yeah, so if you're a Destiny 1 veteran, this should give you some good nostalgia.
Yep. Although, what is hitting me? Oh, you are hitting me. It's like, what?
I'm scanning for nearby ships.
Hurry it up, Ghost. Damn it. This is a very bad place to be.
This is where your healing rift comes in handy.
Yep. Yeah,
That's
it's
a good point. Shoot,
it
how
is
do I do
very
that again?
handy when you're soloing. It is your special ability.
It's the part where I don't remember how to do. Oh, I got friendos over here.
Shimmer Badger says circle button.
Oh, circle button. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Focus on the fallen.
Right on. Thank you, Shimmer Badgers.
Thank you, Shimmer Badger. Okay, ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Hi. Suck it. All right.
What was that red shine? That was weird.
No shit, but I'm detecting a friendly signal.
I think the scenes in the New Light campaign go out of their way to like telegraph a cool thing is about to happen. Please stop and focus on it by just being as viscerally visual as possible. Which is good, but very distracting when you've gotten used to everything else that Destiny has done better to communicate these things.
Yeah, I always try to appreciate the immersive scripted moments that game developers try to put in, because it's really hard to make the player look in a specific direction, so I want to be a good gamer for them and say, like, yes, show me what you want me to see.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's also a question of having this experience in the way that they intended, giving you access to kind of the experience on the terms that the creators were trying to deliver, right? If you play against a game, like specifically in some ways, you may deprive yourself of the experience as it was designed to be.
Right,
Which
exactly.
Destiny will lead you to becoming lost pretty quickly because, again, of its poor onboarding experience.
Yeah.
Oh, we got it. I was like, all of a sudden there's an eerie silence. I'm like, that's because everything's destroyed.
Yeah, and there's a chest over there that you can go pick up your reward for killing this walker.
We should track it down.
Chest. Yep.
It's the gray
Yep.
diamond icon.
What'd I get? I got a bunch of like embers, and then a bunch of people came in to attack. Suck it, Vandal.
Guardian, we have to go.
Guardian, we have to go. Yes, I'm aware. frequently
You
aware.
have the taste for blood now.
I think I have the taste for get the hell out of Dodge is what I have the taste for. Oh, wait, it's back. It's returned as if it was only fake all the time. All right.
Yeah,
Actually,
they keep dropping new ones. In case you want to farm walker tags, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll let those people handle things. Hi.
Because at this point, I believe you are in the general patrol population zone. So I guess at this point in this quest, you're probably limited mostly to people who are also just starting the game, but you'll probably also run into higher level players eventually.
Well, there was someone who was like a level 80. I'm almost 86, and then there's level 1 dude. But oh hi. Goodbye.
Yeah, the truth is, there's not a lot of reasons to come to the Cosmodrome once you've completed all of the missions here. So,
yeah. Welcome
most
to the
experienced
Cosmodrome.
players don't show up.
I like that the melee attacks in here have always felt like pretty good stuff, right? Like, I mean, strong and not just kind of lame. This is what happens when you let people get close to you.
Hunter's got a big knife that you just go shink.
Oh, really?
And it looks really cool.
Oh, thank the light.
Cutscene.
I didn't think we had other Guardians on patrol here. Listen, my fire team's missing. I need backup. And...
Yeah, it's true, Rudno.
Oh, you're fresh out of the grave, aren't you?
We heard your distress call. We're here to help.
Brave. I like it. Tall order for your first day, though. Doesn't help that I rushed the perimeter scans, and now... I need to locate my team before there's nothing left to find. Sit tight. I'll get you to the city soon enough.
I've made it this far.
Ah.
Let me help.
I speak. The Guardian speaks.
Nobody likes to be sidelined.
Alright, I forget that you say something this early as well.
I made it this far. Let me help.
You sound like Commander Zavala. Alright then.
Listen, Cyclops, your mask is badass, but still.
Dicey. But do what I say, and we'll get through it.
We won't let you down.
Follow my signal.
And that exotic arm piece he's wearing with the bones has its whole own set of lore.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
Is that... Do I want to ask what that is, or do we want to leave the cool thing about that for later? Are those Ahamkara bones?
They are.
Nice. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
sorry,
love
I wrote now.
Ahamkaras.
That is in fact a doorknob.
Young Ahamkara's Spine is the name of that.
1 second.
Do you want to tell Greg what an Ahamkara is?
Okay, so... in the beginning, there was light and dark, and out of that came these creatures called Ahamkara, which you could also call wish dragons. And these are paracausal creatures that basically feed off of the gradient between what reality is and what people want it to be by granting wishes. So they have some amount of magic, not based in the laws of physics, abilities that they can use to grant wishes, basically. And even when they die, they don't really die, and their bones can still whisper to you. And so if the Guardian is like, I wish to become super powerful, the Ahamkara can grant that wish, even if it's already dead, and in which case you can make armor out of them. And it's a questionable decision, but there are several Ahamkara-based exotics in the game that give you special abilities, and they have some really juicy lore behind them.
Really cool. Oh, shoot. Never mind. That wall will never bother anyone again. I don't know, but I don't love hand cannons as I recall, but we'll see if I wait a minute. Yeah. I remembered how to crouch.
The final boss.
Something's causing interference. My scanner's shot. You might be doing this the old-fashioned way.
Analyzer. I've got a source for the interference. Let's check it out.
Alright, so this mission is teaching you how to follow waypoints, which is an invaluable skill for games like this.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just enjoying picking off these creatures one by one. Dead. Oh. I think I got all of you.
This is back in the day when the Elixni were just unambiguous foe of humanity. Could be slaughtered in the thousands and not feel any regret about it.
And then later on they were like, wait, but what if...
What if we made them empathetic, actually?
Alright.
We've gotten quite a bit further in the overall storyline of the game, such that there is no species that we universally hate anymore.
Okay.
Everything's got nuance, baby.
It's true. Oh, man. This is the classic defend me while I'm sitting here helpless. And... Yep.
You know how you use your computer by shooting laser beams at it? It's a lot slower than just typing on the keypad, but that's all the ghost can do, so...
Hi.
Signal restored.
Signal restored. Hi. Dead.
Fire team signals are missing.
Whoa, wait.
Last known locations are
Oh, that was a fun peek out.
Split up unless things got real bad. I'll track Cass. You find Maeve. Sending coordinates now.
What? I'm still defending? What? Oh no, I'm not still defending. I'm jumping, let's go! Alright.
So Brandon, how did you feel about Destiny by the time you got here in your New Light adventure?
Oops.
I mean, I knew that it was teaching me things. But I did spend a lot of time going, okay, how many of these things do I have to do until I get to do all the cool stuff? Which is probably a bad way to be motivated, but it did help me get to the parts that I actually really enjoyed.
Yeah, the fact that it doesn't let you do all this stuff with your friends when they explicitly, it's designed to be a social game, so friends want their friends to get into Destiny, just feels like a huge missed opportunity. It's like, no, you got to do this all by yourself and be bored and lonely.
Because I love co-op stuff, and I used to love, like co-oping the original Unreal and like mods, like I wanted Skyrim to be co-oped long before.
Yeah, and
They've come all this way.
I think it's easy to wish cast, and the reality of game development is much more complicated on the inside than the outside, and like all of that stuff. But conceptually, it does feel like there are a number of ways to do this that make the multiplayer part a lot easier to slide in automatically without being an empty experience if you're playing solo.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Oh boy.
And so I'm curious about the conversations that the Destiny, like the leadership team had when kind of strategizing, okay, so we're going to do a new player experience, and this is kind of the shape of it that we're going to use, and what challenges they designed it to address, and the choices about prioritization that were made with regards to this is just going to be solo in this format.
Mm-hmm. I will say the thing that I like is that it does feel, even though you're not learning a great deal of the lore, I like that it still feels very strongly thematic. You have just been resurrected. You don't know what the hell is going on. Here, have a gun. These things want to kill you. Why do these things want to kill you? Because I resurrected you. Why did I resurrect you? Because these things will want to kill you. But I will say the best solo experience in the game is the Red War. Because it's a great deal more intense, and you do feel like you are learning a great deal more about the stakes at that point than right now.
And in the Red War, you're in the middle of something big happening in the story.
Yeah.
In this New Light experience, it's all just status quo. You're not making a huge effect on the world as a whole.
Because the beginning of Destiny 2 when it first came out is literally, the city is safe. We are doing our job. The vanguards gather to discuss the fact that some weird things are happening elsewhere in space, but we're safe and we're going to make ourselves safer. Knock knock, it's the Cabal. Everything is exploding.
They took the Traveler, they stole our light.
And you must struggle walk to a small gun so that you can start from 0.
Yeah, they stole our vault, so all your shit from Destiny 1 is gone.
It's a lot of fun to essentially have your character wake up and go, wait, what's happening outside? They stole my guns? I guess I need to find the gun so I can get back all of my other guns. Oh wait, they stole our light? What do I do now? All I am is light. I don't know how I feel about this.
It's really dramatic. It's very pretty. It has lots of like very fun, cool scripted set pieces, and does like some kind of storytelling in a way that I don't see in games very often, which is like montage.
Yeah.
And it introduces you to a lot of interesting characters, and overall I'd say this New Light experience is a downgrade, but all that stuff is gone from the game now, which I'm sure made it even harder to figure out how do we get new players into this when the good stuff that they heard about before is gone now.
Yeah, I had heard that some people had said that Destiny 2 had improved the original situation, but I guess it depends on what the definition would be of improved, I guess.
Depends on what the original situation was.
Right.
Yeah, the new player experience after Red War was not very good. And then there's been either 1 or 2 changes of that since, I believe. And the one that you're playing now is regarded as the best since Destiny 2 Vanilla, at least by some people that I know. I don't know if that matches what kind of you've experienced and heard from others, Noelle.
Yeah, it tries to be like an actual. Here's a series of activities to get you warmed up to what you do in this game, which is quests and strikes and exotic missions. And so as far as like a new game tutorial, I'd say it's decent, like mechanically speaking, but from a social side, it can get pretty dull unless you're already extremely motivated to get yourself through here, to get to the really juicy stuff. And there's lots of really wonderful stuff to play in Destiny, but the context for it is hard to grasp if you just kind of hop onto the moving train.
Yeah, I didn't get all the way through New Light. I got to the point where you go and visit the friendly NPC out in the world, and he's supposed to give you stuff to do.
Shahan, he's a new character introduced explicitly for this New Light tutorial stuff.
Yeah, because I was just looking at it with a new character since I've been playing my character that I'm playing right now is my Destiny 2 vanilla character that I've played the whole time.
Yeah. No, that's cool, Ridnell. Yeah, and I mean, I'm in general a more RPG guy. I'm not going to become a exclusive Destiny player all of a sudden, but I do. There are parts of the experience. I mean, I kind of I'm also sort of a sucker for space westerns, and and I like the effect of being able to work together with people and the smooth gameplay and blah blah blah. Like, so.
Yeah. If we were going to do this like more regularly or as a segment that we did, I would pitch, let's play the Witch Queen campaign on Legendary.
That'll get you interested.
Because the gameplay is really challenging. I think the hook of the story, as long as you know the very basics of what is happening in Destiny, the main plot, at least that I experienced in Witch Queen, is like, oh wow, this is a huge, like, total change in how the status quo of this universe works. Let's figure out what's happening and what this person is going to do with this power that they've gained.
Yeah, Witch Queen is like the new high bar in terms of Destiny narrative content, and it is miles ahead of what a lot of the previous content was. which makes it just that much more juicy.
So
to be clear, chat, you cannot take the bike in.
Your vehicle does not know how to mantle, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, pikes can't climb.
Man,
if you could pop a wheelie on a pike, probably this could happen, but you cannot.
Listen, I know some kids who drive around my neighborhood who could do it.
Whatever's causing even transmats won't get through right now.
I'm particularly hopeful. Again, one of the other very weird
Interesting shimmer.
Bad things about the way that Destiny is set up as a product is that it is very hard to know what content you can do. It's not very easily available a lot of the time to just know I have paid for X, so I get to do Y. But I am particularly hopeful that we get to touch on some Witch Queen stuff when we get here.
Oh, come on.
Oop, also be careful, those the thralls with the glowing heads explode.
Yeah.
If you hit them, they go bang.
Speaking of time, how much longer are we going to be doing Destiny?
Oh, it's true. It's 8:11. I'm supercharged. Okay. Well, I think we're up until 8:30. Is that right?
I believe so. 8:30, wrap this. 8:30, run the highlights reel, and then go live with the Strange Friends at 9.
Okay. Hello, Knight.
Which, again, a reminder to whoever it is donated to
yeah, we're still trying to get that
very quickly.
I just got an email back, and I will be able to kind of unpack things here in just a moment.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, cool.
That's
Excellent.
very good.
Nice.
It's also a good sign that you got an email back.
So, while we're also doing all of this, Mike, is there any particularly interesting morsel of Destiny lore that you'd like us to briefly dig into while Greg is still shooting things?
I think that the story of the Exo is really interesting, but I don't know it well enough to tell it. Like how the Exo came to be as people.
A powerful one.
So when you first start this game, you have the choice of 3 humanoid races to play as. You can play as a human, you can play as an Awoken, or you can play as an Exo. Greg, do you remember why you chose human all those years ago?
No. I mean, I think I remember that I chose Warlock because I thought there was some really cool aspects to it, although I don't remember what, but why human, I don't recall, to be honest. It was, because as you say, it was all those years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was funny because I played it and I was like, I've always played shooters on keyboard and mouse. And I'm like, this is going to suck. And then I really liked it when I was playing it on my PS4, the first Destiny. And I was like, and I got there before everybody else did. So you have everyone running around doing stuff. And I was just like, oh, look, it's the Traveler. What's that? Like, I never, I never played these things. So yeah.
The Exo are a remnant of the Destiny universe's Elon Musk's grand plan.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that you refer to him as Elon Musk because that's what he is. Oh my god.
Seems the most relevant comparison at this point. Elon Musk, if Elon was in charge of Google or something that was like super ubiquitous like that. So there's this guy called Clovis Bray, and he is like a trillionaire, and he runs the Clovis Bray set of companies, which are huge technology monopolies during that period of human history. And he, being a rich fucko, has delusions of grandeur and wants to basically leave a permanent imprint on the human species because of how fucking genius he is. And so what he says to do is I'm going to create the future of humanity. And the future of humanity, we're all going to be in robot bodies and live forever.
Great.
Or mostly he will, but other people will too.
Are we... Oh, sorry. I beg your pardon.
Go ahead.
I was going to ask, are we... What the hell? I feel like I'm not in the right spot. I went to the landing zone, which is where I thought it was sending me, but I just feel like I'm in the middle of this battle between two groups, and like I don't see.
Pull out your ghost, and you'll be able to see your current active quest.
I don't see any active quest.
No tracked items. Is that right?
And no waypoint.
I think.
Can I return to orbit?
Yeah, because that.
I think at the moment it's just supposed to fast travel back to the tower. I think.
Oh, bring up the map.
There's a patrol, but okay.
They wanted you to fast travel. I think they want you to fast travel back to Shahan.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yes.
See
so
that
you're going.
Blue blinking at the bottom left
that?
with a Destiny icon.
Oh, that one. Wait. Oh, okay. Travel there, right?
Yeah, the white, that one.
I got you.
For that landing zone.
I'm not in the right spot. Okay. Thank you, Shimmer Badgers, for the assist. Yeah, go ahead, Mike. This is a big deal.
Yeah, I was able to confirm through a quick email exchange that we have received a incredibly generous $500 donation for our fundraiser.
Let's go.
This is a anonymous donor who would like to remain so. And so instead, I am just going to say that in addition to the email that we sent to this person, I just want to repeat my just boggled levels of delight and gratitude for this incredible show of support and confidence in what we do. And I am just really super excited to do more stuff with Speculate and kind of take what we're doing up to the next level.
Yeah, so thank you very much to the anonymous donator. That brings us up to $705.52. That means a couple other things. It means, first of all, that we're going to be able to do 2 more raffles. One of those raffles, which is at the $400 level, is for the Geekomancy series, all 4 of those novels from one Michael R. Underwood. And at $600, I jump in with my Icarus and Jelinek one. So we're going to run 2 of these. The first one that we're going to run, I'm going to put in right now, and let's see. Oh man, this is assuming, of course, that I can remember what the heck was. I think it was this. No, actually,
I think Arudanel knew what it was. I think Arudanel was the one who helped you do it the first time.
Satolbo has said that something else is coming in. There we go. So this is our first one, chat. Please type in. First of all, it's good to see you, Satolbo, man. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing okay. And there's another apparently thing coming from Sat. I appreciate it very much. Satolbo is the person who did the layout on Icarus, on the original Icarus version, and is a cool dude that I've done panels with as well. And yeah, so, and long-time viewer, streamer, friend, and all that. So thank you, man. It's good to see you. So, chat, type in Destiny and you will get a chance. If you've been like, wow, these people are really smart and say a lot of intelligent things while I've been shooting stuff, those smart people, you can get a book by one of them, a set of books actually, the Geekomancy Re-Reyes series. You can get that from Mike himself, and you can do that by typing in Destiny. So type in Destiny, please. Now's your chance to do it. Once that's done, we'll run a second raffle, which will be for my Icarus and Jelinek books. And then if we get up to the last goal, which is the $1,000 goal, which is what I'm really, we now are in striking distance of that, then we will be able to, I'll be able to as well throw in a 3-pack of my band's albums, The Road, a progressive rock band. Yeah, so that would be really cool. Yeah, no, it's fine. We did that. So yes, please type in the word Destiny if you're interested. And we'll be playing this for another 10 minutes or so before we set up the highlight reel and get ready for the next part of the segment. But that's amazing. So thank you for doing that. That means we're already past our first goal. If we can hit 1,000, that means that we really expand the number of options we have. So that's amazing. Thank you.
Above 1,000, it becomes a question of how fancy of a beverage are each of Brandon, Greg, and I having when we have our, okay, what are we doing next with Speculate?
I got my vintage root beer all ready to go, man. I got it.
Was a powerful wizard named Vota.
Because
didn't expect to run into something that strong, and I wasn't prepared.
Donations above that level allow us to take on bigger, like, structural improvements for the show. Like, oh, is this enough to completely redo our website in a way that, like, includes a bunch of things that we want, to make it really easy for someone to say, oh yeah, you should check out Speculate, this actual play show, and give them a website and then that website does a lot of work
Much
to
less
help
break the law.
like bring in a potential new
to find
viewer
a
or
solution.
listener to make it
Something
easy
tells
for
me
them
our
to
fallen
kind of
neighbors know a
join
thing or
us
two about
as
the
someone that
infrastructure.
enjoys what we're doing, and is then gonna
Fire team's
be here
silence.
during
We're
live
yours now.
shows or in the
Shake the
Discord
tree,
and things like
see
that.
what falls out.
Absolutely. And I believe that just came in, the thing you mentioned in Zoom chat, Mike, just came in. The new amount, so I can add that.
Yeah.
So that, and just to confirm, I think it's okay to say this because this person actually announced as well, $50 from Zatolbo. So thank you, Zatolbo. Again, that brings us up to $755.52, which means we are only, chat, $245.48. No, $44.48 from that $1,000 goal that we were just talking about. So all this while Shaw was like, oh, I wasn't there in time. I couldn't save them. I'm like, yeah, whatever, Shaw. So anyway, like, let's talk about Speculate.
I'm sorry your friends died. We made money.
You know what matters here is that we got something cool. Oh, gosh almighty. All right.
But again, thank you so very much, everyone. I just want to add to the things that everybody else has already said. We are very interested in raising the quality of Speculate's production to the point where we get to make more of the things that look the way that we imagine the stories we are telling should look.
Sounds good.
And we thank you very much for having faith in us and the stories that we want to tell. And yeah, I'm very excited for us to just keep making cool stuff for you all. So thank you so very much for digging the thing.
All right.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And I think I just realized I was spending Glimmer to get some quests, and that was silly, but whatever. Okay, so now I've done that. Guardian Rises, new
So
step.
you don't have the Witch Queen. Aha, I see. You just have Destiny.
I just have Destiny. I hadn't got the Witch Queen yet. I can get it later for sure, but so how do I get back to you all? Ooh, there's a quest. I mean, a chest. Is it something? 20,000 Glimmer. Do I have that? Is it worth it?
No.
Is it? If I have it, is it worth it?
No, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it, no.
Man.
Don't bankrupt yourself with Glimmer, or that makes everything much harder.
Gotcha. All right. Well. I'm liking it, Citadel. I've played a little bit of it before, but I played a lot of Destiny 1, but Destiny 2 only a bit and a long time ago. So, sorry.
We might be able to join you now in your fire team while you continue this quest.
Oh, really?
Let's see.
That would be pretty epic, if so.
I'm going to join you right now.
Hey, this is
see
Luke.
if it ever blocks us. Yeah, that's a powerful enemy that died, and they drop chests.
Encore. This is okay. I just don't like hand cannons that much.
That's valid.
I will go with this. This is where Brandon's like, so much blue. So much blue. You have too much blue. You know, Arv, your problem is blue. You know what else I've
Brandon,
mentioned?
you're out
is
of the
blue
zone at this point, right?
I am.
You hit powerful cap, and now you're just chasing pinnacle.
Wow,
I mean, a part of me would say that. So, gear becomes exponentially more powerful. Like, you gain the ability to potentially get more powerful gear the more challenging missions you do in game. But there is a point at which I'm like, I do not have the time or the stamina for the thing. I need to do this with a party. I need to do this with a fire team, and I don't want to ask anybody if they want to play with me, so I'm not going to do the thing. So I am not as powerful as other people are.
Hello!
Yay! I can show myself the world. Thank you. It was like Fly. I'm like, what? Okay. High five. That's awesome.
Brandon, you want to join?
Oh man, that's really funny.
Or Mike, one of you?
I am presently attempting to join.
Cool.
You should go to the helm and get your gift of the Thunder Gods.
Yes, we should do that.
Okay. All right.
And you
Well, we've
can
got about
have
10
what I've
minutes, so
got.
we can do that now. Can we do it in 10 minutes? Can we get there
Yes.
in 10? Let's do it. Wait, who are you, Steve-O?
Steve-O is just a rando. Another new light.
I just turned around. I'm like, what?
What's up, fellow guardians?
How are you, fellow servants of the light?
Yeah, you're in the open world now, so you'll
That's
run
so
into other
funny.
players.
I'm definitely not a scion in stolen guardian gear.
I was like, who the hell is Steve-O? These are the people I know. Yeah, right, exactly. What is that? Whoa. Dude, what is that outfit? That is a badass cloak. Look at that.
The top end of the fashion game in Destiny is very good.
Wow.
Yes, there are some very cool things in Destiny.
Are those two, like, you know what those look like, Brandon? On your back? Those look vaguely like two flame-crossed kukuri.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. Oh, Mike would know that too. Yeah, you know?
This was totally a thing that I did on purpose and was not an accident.
See?
Yeah, Gray Shade would probably be a hunter.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Gray
Also
Shade would
wouldn't-
definitely be a hunter.
Also would not miss. Unlike me, occasionally missing. Although
Let's
I feel
go
like
to the helm.
I feel fairly good about the way that. See, a lot of this too, you just look up and you're like, oh, and then there's this epic thing. Like some games, and I think Mass Effect did this at its best also, handles scale really well, where you're just sort of like, this is overwhelmingly bigger than anything you've encountered or whatever. Some games get it and some games don't. So meanwhile, Noelle here just pulling out like constant amazing, like, look at this, I have this thing. And
It's fine.
oh, it's
Oh
fine.
my God!
Oh,
Wow.
no. Wow. What are you doing? What are you all doing to do that? That's just
Those are emotes.
I can kneel and do this. Look.
Special
done.
emotes have like holographic items that go with them. They're not just poses.
Yeah, I can
And then-
I can point.
There's a bunch of dances, and there's a set of emotes that are 2+ players. So you can have like, oh, I want to give you a high five emote, and then you like go next to the person, you press the button, and you do the high five animation. And there's a conga line emote.
Okay.
So I sometimes raid with Shimmer Badgers here, and I have fond memories of conga lining as we prepare to try a raid encounter one more time.
Here's a 3-player emote. You can join me.
All right, you have one as well.
Yeah,
what
walk
the
up,
heck?
and then you should be able to. Yep.
That's wild.
Because you end up spending a fair amount of time in
screenshot.
Destiny waiting for someone to like go use the restroom or change their gear, and having the emotes is a really fun way to make that time not boring.
Very interesting. And I do love the social aspect that is, other than, as you said, why do you have to play single player to get to social? But I love the idea that it really does encourage that in meaningful ways, especially if you get people that don't then, like, the problem I had, for example, with D&D Online is that you get into a dungeon and you're like, oh, this is really cool. Okay, hit that door, and then like every gate and trap is being triggered because these people have been through the dungeons 85 times. I'm like, wait, but what about that? Never mind that. And then like the dungeon's over and they're like, there, you got experience. I'm like, that was not fun. So having it where people actually know the situation, you know, like, and actually enjoy the lore part of it. Oh wait, no. Where's my sniper?
Do you want to grab your stuff at the helm and we can do a strike before we have to go away?
Let's do that. Yes. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay.
Take us there.
Where do we go? So I do this, the director, right?
Director.
And you go to destinations, and you go to the helm,
Which is above the traveler.
I see it. And then in the helm, I go to...
you just touch the fast travel.
just the thing, yeah.
To the landing zone, and there's a chest in there.
It looks like you could have a fire team. I see a fire team of 6. Like there's 6 slots or something under the fire team.
Different locations have different max fire team size allowances. The helm you can have 6, but most places you can have only have 3. And then for the 6-player activities like raids, then you can have 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Rudnell, and it was in Eberron too. So you know how much I have to like not into a game to not like it if it's also in Eberron. There are some cool parts of it still, but I was just like, oh man. So I don't know. Some of the early days have not always been matched with the early days of EverQuest and Asheron's Call, and I played like a good 13 or 14 MMOs over time, including the OG, which is Meridian 59. I even played a bunch of MUDs back in the day, but anyway, yeah. But I love co-op stuff like this, especially if there's a sense of like not just aimless raiding, but you're like, oh, we get to do this part of the cool story. So we should consider it definitely, Mike and Brandon, about the possibility of doing some, quest aspect of things. Okay.
I would like that very much.
Gift of the Thunder Gods. This is me.
Open that chest, and there are a lot of cool stuff inside.
Exotics. Ooh. Okay. Getaway. Consuming your art. What?
So check in often to get the latest developments.
Wow. There's a lot of purples and yellows in here. So much that I won't get made fun of by Brandon.
Oh, Lord.
I'm going to take this purple legendary sniper rifle. That's right. Legendary. You got that, Brandon? Legendary.
Yeah, you'll want to pick up and equip all of those.
Oh, okay.
Armor pieces. It's not a choice thing.
I was worried about that. I was like, okay.
They're all free.
Everything in this box is for you.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Runo. Yeah, but you do like the current campaign, right? Because the players are awesome. It's going to get even better. All right. Now I got to equip all that stuff. All right. So, yes.
Now we can all three of us run Thunderlord for maximum thunder. If you wanna grab yours, Brandon.
Oh ho!
Just explode the entire mission all at once.
Thunderlord. What the heck is Thunderlord?
It's an exotic machine gun where repeated or like heavy continuous fire calls down lightning strikes from the sky.
So do you get to do like, whoa, 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 Thunderlord, as you're doing it? Oh,
Thunderlord
look
is
at that.
DACA.
I did not get that reference.
It was a Thunder Road. Sorry, I'm dating myself. Bruce Springsteen has a song called Thunder Road. So when I saw Thunderlord, it popped into my head. Also, I was busy trying to make sure I equip myself in cool stuff.
I will say, using that exotic arms will require you to switch to the Arc class to take any benefit of it. The Arc subclass.
Oh.
Which I should also do, because I was on stasis the entire time and forgot that I had a Brigand's Law equipped.
I gotcha. Thunderlord equals DACA. So wait. So which thing that I equipped does what you just said, Noelle?
The yellow arms?
Yeah.
Getaway Artist? That is designed to synergize with the Arc subclass. And right now you're on Solar subclass.
Now, let me stay with my Reverie Dawn gloves then. But the Thunderlord does not sync, right? The Thunderlord is cool and has nothing to do with...
It doesn't sync. It doesn't synergize with any of your abilities.
I don't love the light green, but I do like the look of this.
Do you start with any shaders, Brandon?
What's that?
Do you have shaders at the very, very start, or do you have to find them?
I think for the most part, a lot of the shaders you have in the very early game are stuff that you find from dismantling stuff or stuff that you've bought.
So you don't start with a collection?
Not to the best of my knowledge, no.
Okay.
Ooh, there's robots. Hey, what's up?
A lot of very cool things in the helm. I should... so, where are you? Right, come with me.
Okay, we got to do this quick because we got to wrap here and start getting ready for the next session.
We do have to do this quick.
Come with me down here.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I got a posted mailbox. Lost item. It was an Umbral Engram. I don't think that matters. I don't know if it does. Okay. Engrams are the things you can open up to get something else, right? Like, they give you something else. Where do I do that? Like, where do I find those in my...
You will unlock them at Rahul, the Cryptarch.
Oh, okay. All right. I will follow you. Let's book it.
So last season, we discovered that we were haunted and very cool stuff happened. And among that cool stuff, we got some Coalition Cabal members who are like members of a small group of Cabal allies that we have who are... These people will no longer kill us because their leader does not kill us.
Hello,
and their job is to guard this large golden crown called the Crown of Sorrow. And when we put it here in the helm, we also spread a lot of fungus in the thing. And now the whole place is kind of mildly haunted. It was more haunted earlier, but now it is kind of unclean, so don't touch anything, but still.
I'm like, I'm just going to back away from that.
We turned it into a mycology lab, basically.
Yeah. The Helm is a very interesting setting because seasonally it essentially has the storyline of we need a base so we can begin certain kinds of operations that we think would be risky to begin on Earth in the tower. So let's just do it on the spaceship. So if we lose the spaceship, we don't actually hurt other humans. We've lost the spaceship maybe twice. We've almost lost the spaceship nearly twice.
So this is okay. Gotcha.
It was briefly, literally haunted.
Wow.
All right, so Greg, you're gonna pull up your director and go to the Cosmodrome. There should be a strike available called the Disgraced.
Cosmodrome.
Strikes
Cosmodrome.
look like big blue shields.
Yeah. Learning Light. That's not it.
It's the one right above the title Cosmodrome.
Oh, the Devil's Lair. Okay.
No.
Yeah, that's the one right above Cosmodrome.
Yeah, sorry. There's multiple strikes in the Cosmodrome.
Oh.
There's
the Disgraced.
other
I see it. I see it.
The right. Yeah. Choose Disgraced. Can you start it?
I can.
Yes. All right. Cool. We can do a strike.
All right.
Yes.
It's the bread and butter of PvE content.
We know, Mike. I was like, the strike. Mike comes back. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. There's nothing to be disappointed at when we have already hit 7:55:52 of our marathon, Speculate Fundraiser Marathon. It's not even over yet. So, feeling very good about that. This is exactly, chat, what we were hoping for.
It would be actually kind of hilarious, just me goading the rest of chat. It would be hilarious if we got to 1,000 before we began Blades in the Deep later tonight, because it means that we get to do all of our giveaways at once. So if you want to do a raffle thing, if you want to get your hands on several albums by Gregory A. Wilson's band The Road, we need to get to 1,000 first. So maybe that's the thing that you want to do.
Speaking of which, get your name, get Destiny if you were interested in winning Mike Underwood's Re-Reyes Geekomancy series. Make sure that you get the word Destiny in there, because we're going to be closing the raffle as soon as we're done with this, and then we're conducting another one for my Icarus and Jelinek. Where'd you get that bike?
You haven't completed the intro quest to get it, unfortunately, so we're just going to walk up this hill instead of riding our sparrows.
Our sparrows that we all have, except you. Oh, well.
That sparrow I earned from completing all of the challenges from the King's Fall raid on Master difficulty.
Oh my goodness. That's what I'm worried about when Mike's like, oh, we'll just do it on Legendary. I'm like, right, one shot, one kill. Sure, I'm sure I can do that.
No, Legend in this game is actually the normal difficulty.
Oh, is it really?
In many cases, yes.
Hey, Crit Twitch, also. Okay. Oh, I just banged my head into the window.
So if you were watching, I just showed off paperback copies of the series in question. So you will get those copies signed by me and sent to you.
Nice. Very, very awesome. So
and these are the new editions that I put out this year. The series had never been available in paperback before this summer.
So it's awesome. So you should do that now, chat. Destiny is the name, is what you type into chat. Oh, hi.
So both Brandon and I have melee-centric builds. I have an exotic helmet on that makes me invisible when I kill things with my melee, and Brandon has an exotic arm piece on that does massive damage on every other melee attack.
I see.
Plus I have an ability that when I kill something by punching it, it shocks everything around it.
Very good for ad clear, as they say.
Oh.
Especially in rooms like this where sometimes some people are invisible.
Boy, I'm shooting like hot garbage.
I can hear something stabbing someone.
Nice try, Invisilite guy. Oh, hey.
That's a lot of them, Greg.
I got it.
Fortunately, one grenade can take care of a lot of them.
The snap is very good.
Never a doubt.
The snap is a relatively new feature. It is extremely good.
I am not liking this pulse gun. I gotta switch this up.
Yeah, pulse rifles are very. They're kind of an acquired taste.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me just switch that up quickly. Okay, yeah, no pulse rifle. Let's go with a shotgun. Let me just try that. I don't love shotguns usually, but...
Brandon, I think my build is too powerful for these ads.
Oh, I have no special ammo. I cannot do...
It's not letting me chain my combination blow because they're dying to other things.
Oh, man. All I can use is this silly pulse rifle. Wow.
You don't... I mean, you can use other guns.
But no, I'm going to get made fun of because they're only blue.
Oh my god.
Brandon, why did you say that?
Use the things that give you joy, please.
Yes, that is the most important lesson to learn.
Brandon Legendary O'Brien. Legendaries
They're legendary
only.
in my heart.
Thank you. Oh, hi. Oh, I recognize these.
Legend, and wait for it because soon you're going to get something to replace it. Dairy.
I haven't heard that one in a
Oh
long
my
time.
goodness, the snap! All right, I just saw the amazingness of the snap in front of me. I thought I saw it before. Now I see. I see the violence inherent in the system.
So yeah, the Hive, a bunch of aliens who are being compelled by an evil worm inside them to endlessly fight and do violence.
I mean, I've been dealing with that since Mind Flayer World.
Yeah, the Hive are the equivalent of zombies in this series.
Yeah.
Except not really, because there are actual zombies in this series.
It reminds me a little bit of the Husk, actually, from Mass Effect, but those creatures are already destroyed. Like, there's nothing in them anymore. So...
Yeah, it's...
If you play the Witch Queen campaign, you'll learn a lot more about these guys.
Yeah. To Bungie's credit, it's not actually just X, Y, or Z simple thing. It is a cool variation.
Hive signatures in a facility up ahead. I don't like this.
Plus they have swords, so that makes them cool.
It's like if you were a member of a prey species in a very hostile world, and you only lived for 4 years, and then you were offered eternal life by some dubiously good gods you found deep in the ocean, despite the request of a giant monster to say don't listen to them, and then you ended up basically forcing your entire species into eternal war of destruction, of killing every other civilization in the galaxy.
Okay, I mean, you had me at hello, but...
in an effort to prove your ability to exist in a really fucked up version of social Darwinism.
Mm-hmm. Or, for Greg, a Tuesday. That's just the system of trying to qualify for tenure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you swallow a parasitic worm, and
Pretty
then
much.
if you don't feed it through tithes of violence, it'll consume you from the inside out.
Parasite or perish, that's what they say.
Oh, no, wait, I don't want to use this.
You do, but you're held back by me, Fisher Price, my first destiny.
We are kind of taking you out of sequence, because you would do the strike normally in the New Light quest series.
Listen, everyone in chat knows the drill when friends are like, it's fine, we'll power level you. Everyone here knows what that's like. You've all been there.
Follow Raskus, don't get distracted by these enemies.
Yeah, fire sword.
Move. No.
Stop having fun, Greg. We have important
Oh,
enemies to
sorry.
kill.
Sorry.
Kill enemies in the other direction.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, these are not the important
Where
enemies.
are the good enemies? Where
Follow
are the right
diamond.
enemies? Okay, sorry I can't play. I've got to go. We've got to go
enemies
fight
are
and
not-
kill other
not
enemies.
relevant.
We're on a timeline. We have to kill this hive wizard in a jiffy.
We've got to. We're yelling at these people. We have to prepare for tabletop role playing. It's just
We need to be transported to the magical fantasy city of Waterdeep.
Yeah, exactly. Oh wait, where do I go?
We're
Oh,
close now. She won't escape this.
The ghost is going to open this garage door.
So because you mentioned the Hive, I wanted to touch on a thing that I think is the most interesting part of Destiny lore for me. And Noelle and I have had multiple conversations about this on several occasions, which is what makes someone good or evil. So we've just heard like a summary explanation of why the Hive are engaged in the violence that they are, which is just like a social element of their society. It doesn't necessarily make them evil, although it is still bad and we still want to stop them because we still like to live. But one of the like more hilarious kind of meta references in a lot of the lore of Destiny 2 is many members of the Vanguard have written entire essays about the fact that we are still Guardians, not because we actually care about helping people, but because we like getting new guns.
This seems bad. Whoops, I snapped for no reason in the wrong direction.
It's okay, I'm fireproof.
Yeah, I was like, you seem dangerous. Oh, no, but not to me, though. That was
Not to you.
Not to you, not to me.
Alright, you want to go interrupt that ritual?
Absolutely. We cannot have that ritual. Oh, hi.
There's Navota. Ear spawn. Ear is one of the worm gods of the Hive.
Oh, that seems bad. Listen, we don't want any worm gods. Oh, wait, sniper.
Brandon, we really need to read the Books of Sorrow soon.
We do.
They're so juicy. They contain lots of references to the worm, our god. Which, if you grew up in a Christian environment, is very funny.
Our god is an aggro god. He wants us to pwn a bunch of people.
He slimes through the ground and eats everything. Our worm is an awesome god.
Oh! Healing Rift.
And of course, learning that sometimes your faith is actually not ideal and is maybe corrupting you and your entire society is also of value to Greg after finally completing the first book in the Grey Shade trilogy, Grey Shade. And the Heretic is on the way, and I'm very excited. So obviously
Renegade.
we have
Renegade,
Renegade.
Yeah.
And obviously I have a lot of feelings about maybe the religion that you love and identify very strongly with is actually not healthy or ideal.
Yes, for reasons that we... Yep. Yeah, I can see that very much, and I appreciate very much the bringing of that reference into this particular situation. That is very kind of you. Oh, hello there. Oh, you were the thing. I'm out of ammo. That's not going to help.
I have to say,
yeah, don't shoot your machine gun when it's out of ammo.
I'm really happy.
Oh yes, I forgot that I brought my machine gun.
Sorry, Mike, what?
Oh, I'm really happy that the primary weapons don't run out of ammo now. You could just flat out run out of ammo on your primary weapon. Instead, now you can run out of ammo in your magazine and have to reload, but you can always reload that gun.
Yeah, you used to have to be able to find ammo bricks for your primary weapon, and now it's just infinite reserves, which is so good.
Ow.
Which I have to imagine is just you using your Space Wizard powers to make bullets.
We advanced in our society so high that we can just make ammo from scratch now.
Ammo it's traveler ammo.
Yeah, it's just hard light bullets.
Oh, wait. I get to revive. Wait.
Good.
Look, I revived you with my blue equipment.
Wow.
Yay! We've proven the path to victory comes only from the light. Hell yeah. All right. Let me pick up this stuff, get any loot that we need.
This strike would be especially funny to do with everybody using stasis subclasses.
It would be extremely ironic.
Stasis is a darkness power, not a light power.
Oh, we've shown that the only way to win is through the light darkness.
Is through magic superpowers.
All right, so let's see. So Raskus has 185 kills with 3 assists. Rising Tides with 84 kills, 28 assists. And I have 46 kills, 23 assists.
But you did make orbs.
Did create orbs.
I did, and I had 5 precision kills, tying me with the Rising Tides for second most precision kills.
Nice.
I don't really understand why I didn't create any orbs. I guess I didn't cast my super on anything that actually killed it.
And I out-assisted Raskus by 20, and I'm not at all going to suggest that that's because they were too busy killing their own creatures before they could get around to assist anybody else. So I'm like, I turn around, I'm like, I will assist you. Like, yes, I killed 50 of them in the last 3 seconds. Like, oh, well, that's true.
Right.
Okay, that's it. We are way over
done
time.
the thing.
All right, good. Select timeline. I don't care. Whatever. Yes, okay. That's wonderful. Yeah, void. Thank you. I'm done with the thing. What is all this? I don't have time for all this. Good.
Preposterous.
All right,
congratulations, you did the face of the game.
This is the part where Destiny was like, oh, you like what you've done already? Here's everything else you can do.
Seriously. All right.
That was like, you have malware levels of pop-ups.
But it's all fun stuff.
Exactly. I got 23 assists by shooting what they're already killing. All right. So I'm going to get out of here. I don't think I can just leave the normal way, right? Like there's no... Everything's saved already and all that kind of good stuff.
You don't have to click save.
All right. Then I'm going to go down here. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go to here. We're going to close the game. And I am going to thank very, very much Noelle Leigh for joining us and doing the amazing work on lore today. It was nice to meet you, Noelle. Thank you for your assistance with that. And yeah, is there anything you want to let people know about where stuff that you were involved with can be found, or anything of that sort?
My website is noelle.dev, which has links to my social. If you want to follow me on Mastodon, I am at noelle at tech.lgbt, where I don't post a lot about Destiny, but it's always going on in my head. And if you have questions about Destiny, you can send them to me, and I will be gladly to point you to the right resources, for there are many.
I like the, I don't always think Destiny, but when I do, it's these lore bits.
When I do, it's really good.
It's really good stuff. Thank you very much, Noelle, again. We'll keep Brandon and Mike on here because we're going to invite the next folks in. But thank you, and maybe I'll catch you around on a Destiny thing where you're obliterating people and I'm picking up the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we can make it fun for you nonetheless.
Yes, absolutely it was.
Thank you so very much.
Okay, so I am going to remove, but without reporting. There we go. Okay, so chat, let me switch back over here. I'm gonna plug that in. That was a lot of fun. It was very much fun to be able to do that. All right. So, chat, we are here now, and the time has come for us to set up. Oh, Mike is off camera. That's all right, because we're going to have other people coming in. So, we are going to go set up now and do so much faster than we would have done otherwise. We're going to come on a few minutes after time because of the length of time Destiny 2 took. So I hope Iori and the rest of the wonderful people will forgive us, but it's okay because I'm gonna be eating some food while I'm watching this, so I'll leave it to Brandon and Mike to explain why we were quite this late. We didn't at all get occupied in a game of shooty things. Anyway, this was really, really great. So thank you, Brandon and Mike, as well, for helping reintroduce me to the world of Destiny and all that stuff. It was a good time. Hopefully we can do more. Chat, we are at 755.52 out of 1,000. We are only 244.48 away from reaching our second goal, and the goal that we were really like, wow, if we reach this goal, we did super well. So it would be amazing if we could get there. To do so, please make sure to donate at mrucontest@gmail.com and or support us on our Patreon. And while we're on that subject, I'm going to be closing this down. We've got 2 people, last chance to get the Re-Reyes series signed by the author himself, present and accounted for. Going once, going twice, and the winner is Polar. Hey, our Polar 15. So Polar has won the Re-Reyes collection. Polar, a long time viewer. Polar, thank you so much for the support and all that, and congratulations. If you would be so kind, Turbo Tango can either message you or you can message Turbo Tango and then exchange details and things like that. We have one more raffle that I have to do, which is for my Icarus and Jelinek books. So I'm going to get that raffle started, and then I'm going to go and set up the D&D stuff for this evening. and then we will be back with our final segment of the marathon for Speculate as we try to get the rest of the way. Yes, Turbo Tango, that's right. So we will be right back. Chat, thank you so much for being awesome, and we will be right back to you. Hang tight. Okay, so welcome back, everybody. Welcome, everyone in chat. Welcome to the final event of the evening. As we've been kicking some ass, is really what I want to say. Really, this has gone super spectacularly well. And I am, without further ado, going to introduce folks because Mike has another announcement actually relating to this. So I have now unmuted them, and now I'm going to transition over to reveal. Again, great work from Mike on these overlays. Here you see a familiar crew, a familiar group of people. It might even be the Strange Friends who have returned for something epic. And also, I want to note for the Strange Friends, something I know Mike was pretty excited about, which is if you look at the top right of the screen above the center picture and next to chat, you will see something cool. You will see a new logo. You will see something sitting right next to my logo and Speculate's logo. And do I see it? Do I see what is a Strange Friends logo? I do indeed see that. It is freaking epic and quite appropriate and quite reasonable. It is done by Shannon Reed, and it's pretty amazing looking. Actually, it's pretty sweet. I expect now that the fundraiser is doing well, we need to start thinking about T-shirts, and all that kind of stuff. Maybe hovercrafts, team hovercraft stuff like that.
Merch was already on our radar, so I think that is a good idea. I'm just going to grab the portfolio page for Shannon so that we can shout it out here on the stream.
While you're doing that, we can add, I believe, another $44.48, bringing us to $800 even, which means that we are now only $200 short of the second goal that we set for ourselves, which was the $1,000, which is really amazing. So thank you, everybody, so much. And I'm going to be starting up
Brandon
another
has some
raffle
special text to read out.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
That donation was actually from Noelle, and
cool.
came with a message that I am now obligated to read. And that message is: support Speculate. Yes.
Very awesome. Thank you to Noelle. I really enjoyed the lore work that Noelle was providing. So thank you to her, and thank you to that donation. So thank you. It's really awesome. So we're up to 800 out of 1,000. We have one more raffle that we have set before the final raffle, which would be at the $1,000 level. So for the second raffle, I'm going to be raffling off a copy of, actually, I'll let Mike chat about something while I go run and get the books, but my Icarus and Jelinek graphic novels signed by me. So far, Brandon has a Can You Sign My Tentacles signed by him, which is going off to a lucky raffle winner. Mike has had, our Polar has just won a set of the Re-Reyes Geekomancy series signed by Mike and sent by Mike, and now you're going to get a chance to get a copy of my award-winning Icarus and Jelinek graphic novels by Athos Arts. I see Emily is in chat. It's good to see you, Emily. And I will be sending those off to anywhere that is won when someone wins this raffle. And so the winner for that is, let's see, or I should say the raffle for that is going to be, I think, pretty simple. Yes. There we go. So if you type in the word Icarus, you can be entered to win the copy of Icarus and Jelinek, which will be sent to you. The final raffle will happen at the $1,000 amount, and that will be a raffle for my band's 3 current albums, 5 Years Later, Drift, and Monomyth. Those will be all sent again to you as a prize pack of 3 signed by me again if you win this raffle once we hit that $1,000 level. And we're only $200 away. So thank you all so much for having been a part of this the whole time. Yes, I can do that completely. Yeah. So I'm going to make a couple of other little adjustments and things like that to stuff. I guess what I would ask, I'll ask this directly. I'm going to put this down here, but I will change this around now. And you can let me know, Iori, if that works out okay, and I'll make some other switches if I have to. So other than that, though, it is my great pleasure now to hand things over to the person who's going to be GMing for us today. And I'm super excited about it because I cannot wait to see how Iori gets their GM on. I have never seen Iori do any GMing, so it's going to be awesome. And so, yeah, I'm going to hand things over to Iori to introduce everybody and stuff. And then I'm going to shut up and I'm going to eat some food because I'm really hungry while I watch you folks do your thing. So chat, enter that Icarus word. Please continue to contribute. Please spread the word. And please settle in for the amazing Strange Friends. Iori, over to you.
Okay, happy time zone. Give me an I, give me an O, give me an R, give me another I. There are no L's in my name. I'm Kusano Iori, and we are about to play some Blades in the Deep. Basically, I'm too chicken shit to take my first shot at DMing 5e on stream, because doing math in front of other people gives me the screaming heebies. So, per an excellent suggestion from Mike, we are going to Waterdeep, and we're taking our D6s with us. We are applying the Blades rule set to the Waterdeep setting. That was, oh dear, that was my ring light. So, I'm going to try to repair that while the strange friends are introducing themselves. Mike, if you would.
Sure thing. Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for sticking with us or for joining us now for this, our third and final segment of today's incredible Speculate Fundraiser Marathon that began with Greg running a D&D one-shot created by Critical Crafting with our friends Shaun Duke, Paul Weimer, and Trish Matson, continuing with adventures into the weird and wonderful and sometimes confusing worlds of Destiny 2 with our special guest Noelle as our lore guide. And now we are going to bring together the strange friends for the things that they do best, which is high chaos and big feelings is the brand that I have bandied about. And I think there's a good chance it'll be applicable today, but mostly we're here to have fun and to share that fun with you. I am Michael R. Underwood. I'm one of the co-hosts of Speculate. I write science fiction and fantasy. I stream at twitch.tv/turbotango. And while it exists, I maintain a reality at Mike R. Underwood on Twitter as we fiddle while the Titanic is like going like this. And
if you're on the Titanic already, you might as well hit the dessert cart.
Right? Just like holding on to the sidebar and having some dessert. Trying to balance my laptop on the rail so I can play we can play Blades in the Deep. This is actually the Titanic that you see around me. This part green screen. I've filtered out all the screaming. So we're just going to hang out. I mean, that's basically just Twitter, right? Okay, I think I've vamped enough.
And who are you playing tonight, Mike?
I am playing Vrash Brightscale, who in D&D would be a like dragonborn fighter sorcerer, I guess.